Hello everyone, it's Melinda here with CatSmashPuzzles, and today I'm going over the January mini tournament that happened on January 30th of this year. This is hosted by speedpuzzling.com, and this will be the third mini tournament I kind of go over with y'all. I have done the August mini tournament and the May mini tournament of 2025, and I wanted to go over this one simply because it's an in-person event. And, you know, a couple things went a bit different with this one, and a little bit of just tidbits on preparing for Texas State Championship. Now, the mini tournament happened on January 30th, and if you all remember, maybe in the US at least, we had an ice storm within that week, and so unfortunately because of that, a lot of the puzzle shipments were delayed. And even our local DFW location had delayed shipments, but we managed to do it on January 30th. We just had to move it from the morning to the afternoon. So it started, I think, at 4 p.m. and ran to 9 p.m. Now, a lot of locations apparently across the U.S. did not get these puzzles in time. So what happened was speedpuzzling.com asked us not to publish anything for about a week until they had all the competitions completed, and therefore the results were also delayed because of that. I have been waiting on the results for all 4 divisions as far as I could, so this video has been unfortunately moved a few times in order for me to wait on the results, which is fine. Everything got delayed for, you know, ice and everything, but yep, I was hoping to get this one out a little earlier, but didn't happen. So this mini tournament was a week before the Texas State Championship, also run by speedpuzzling.com. And I basically wasn't going to do this one initially, but I decided to do it for practice purposes, and it kind of all lined up that Christina could go, Christina, Shay, and Clarissa could go. We all kind of paired and teamed up. So it kind of was basically a practice run before the state championship. Now, I will go over all 4 events with y'all really quickly because I want to keep this video kind of short. But basically, I'm going to talk through each of the puzzles we did for all 4 divisions, and then I will run all 4 videos at the end of the video instead of basically rehashing it. I've probably gone over these types of mini tournaments before, and so I don't want to really repeat myself, but I do want to go over the results and kind of, you know, what happened with the event and everything like that. So there were 4 divisions this time. I think we didn't have pairs relay last time. So it was solo, pairs relay, and teams. So all 4 divisions, me, Christina, and my team participated in. And so I'll go over each of those really quickly with y'all, what my times were, and the results for both the local location in DFW and the national rankings. So the first puzzle was a solo individual, 300 pieces, Ravensburger, and this one is called Simba, so it was another Disney puzzle. And yeah, this one was rather difficult. I opened it up, I sort of lied to myself and basically said this would be, oh, it's not too bad. It was a bit difficult. So I did this puzzle, and yeah, I did it in 31 minutes and 32 seconds, which is rather slow for me for a 300. I'm usually well under the 30-minute mark, but this one was so difficult. And unfortunately, the top 7 of us in the local DFW area all finished the puzzle. The rest of the competitors did not. So this puzzle was really hard. So here's the full picture. You can't see it on the front, but basically you can see how it's a lot of orange, a lot of the same pastel type colors, and it's just a difficult puzzle, unfortunately. So my time got me 1st place locally, and then it got me 7th place nationally, which is pretty good. I think only the top 5 got it under the 30-minute mark. And I know that 1st place nationally did this puzzle multiple times before, so that probably helped her get where she was. It helped me with Tinkerbell as well, and so that was the reason for this one. This one was a rather difficult puzzle. I do think it wasn't the first one that Jonathan wanted to do, but because of shipment and quantity of puzzles he could get, this is the one they gave him. So that's what he got. Yeah, it showed that this was not probably the right one to pick for most people because it was rather difficult. But I practiced it again, got it under 30 minutes, not by much, but was rather happy I got it under 30 minutes. Alright, so then the next event we did was the pair relay, and I've gone over the pair relay with y'all before. Basically, there's 2 puzzles, these 2 here, and each of us as a pair will do one individually, and then we'll switch every 5 minutes. And me and Christina have our strategy where we do kind of it from the side like this, so neither one of us is doing the puzzle upside down, and we can just pivot back and forth with one chair. We don't have to move chairs or anything like that. So this is a boardwalk 210-piece puzzle called Jungle River Expedition. This is a 200-piece Ravensburger puzzle called The Little Cottage, and I really enjoyed this one. I might actually do it right after this video just for practice purposes, and I had a lot of fun with it. And me and Christina did this in 20 minutes and 22 seconds. So we weren't quite under the 20-minute mark. I do think that this one held us back a little bit, but ultimately we did really well. We got first place on our local standings, and we got 6th place out of 312 nationally. So in the top 10. So me and Christina did a really good job on that. I think pairs relay is something we are starting to become a bit expertise in. So that one went rather quickly, and then we went to the pairs event, which is me and Christina doing a 300-piece puzzle simultaneously, so we're both on the puzzle at the same time. Once again, we put it sideways like this, and that puzzle was a masterpiece puzzle called Soda Fountain. I'll put it right here for y'all so y'all can see the puzzle. I did not bring it home with me. I'm not collecting masterpiece puzzles, so I didn't want to keep it, and therefore we did a pretty good job. We did it in 15 minutes and 16 seconds, which almost under that 15-minute mark. We were so close, but unfortunately not quite there. I think we had some spatial issues with this puzzle. Masterpieces 300-piece puzzles are the pieces are kind of long and big. It's kind of a weird shape sometimes, but ultimately we got it together pretty quickly, and we were first place locally, and we got 8th place out of 447 pairs nationally, which again, we were in the top 10. Super happy about it. Our time was pretty good. I know that we were just doing really well together, and I'm very looking much forward to how we do in nationals. And finally, we got to our teams event, which Shay is the first time she teamed up with me and Christina, and she is one of the fastest Texans. I think she's number 2. Me and Christina kind of go back and forth between 3 and 4. There is another individual who's first. There is no doubt about it, but basically, me and Shay and Christina hadn't teamed up before. And our 4th teammate was Clarissa, who is Shay's friend, and Shay and her pair up all the time. So she was our expert sorter. All 4 of us teamed up for the final event, which was a 500-piece Cobble Hill puzzle called Crafty Kittens. And I'll show a picture of it right here for you, because I believe Clarissa took it home. And one thing we did do as a team, we should probably kind of relook at is the puzzle ended up between me and Christina, and Shay and Clarissa had to reach over. So we might have to move that puzzle a little bit more to the center so all the 2 of them can also help us instead of us kind of hogging the puzzle. But ultimately, we got it done in 19 minutes and 55 seconds, which under that 20-minute mark, which was very sweet. We were very happy with that. And that got us first place locally and 5th place out of 217 teams nationally. So we got in the top 5. We did pretty well for that. I was super happy with those results. Funny enough, the national rankings, the top 5, 3 of the teams were California teams. So it is kind of interesting that, me, Christina, Shay, Clarissa, we were as fast as we are, and we are getting right underneath these veteran California teams. These teams apparently have been practicing and competing with each other for a very long time. And so I do think that it does show that if we can just kind of hone in our strategy as a team, we'll be starting to beat them. We have the speed. We just need to get the orientation of our, not getting in each other's way, basically. If you have a lot of fast people on a team, the strategies can start to conflict with each other, and it could actually slow you down. So it's one of those things you kind of have to consider when you're, paired up or teamed up with someone fast. So those were the results of the mini tournament, and I will go ahead and run all 4 videos for y'all. I do apologize for the kind of the quality of the videos because I got a new camera holder, and it was for Nationals specifically, because Nationals does not allow a tripod to be sitting on the floor in the way of the aisles for the volunteers and TV crew. So I bought this as sort of a camera holder, and it will hold my camera attached to the table, and that way it's not on the floor. But unfortunately, it was my first time trying to get it on the table, and I thought I would be okay. I had practiced it at home a little bit, but unfortunately, the table that I was, trying to get it on, as you can see here, it's supposed to screw down like this, and this is the table. But the table was like that, and so it couldn't quite grip the whole table. It was like there was a gap. And because of that, it started to fall, and I didn't want my camera to be damaged. So unfortunately, I ran out of time to set it up at the beginning of the solo event, and so I hastily had to put the tripod I brought, which was the wrong one. And so the footage is not the best, and I didn't realize it, but some of the puzzle boxes on some of the footage is causing a focus issue. So the box is clear, but the footage behind it is blurry, which is mostly the puzzle we're putting together. So I do apologize about the quality of the footage. I was saddened to see that some of it was like that. It was kind of a failure on my part to get this done. I wouldn't say a failure, but more like I just didn't realize the tables would have that gap, and something you just kind of have to learn about it. So I knew it would happen in the Texas State Championship, so at least I was prepared for that. I'd rather it be done at the mini tournament than the state championship. So, this was January Mini Tournament by SpeedPuzzling.com. I think we smashed it. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Enjoy!
In 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, okay. This ain't that bad. Oh, another Coca-Cola one. Nice.